What's going on, YouTube? Wide Open Throttle here, and I'm here with my beautiful wife, Stephanie.
Hi guys, what's up?
Yeah, we're here on Christmas Eve, and then the eve of tis the season. So as you can see, we're in our festive shirt. You may have seen us in my other videos. Got Snowtorious, representing the king of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And then we got
Bone Pugs and Harmony. If you well, I don't know. You probably don't even know us like that, but we're really big R&B and hip hop fans. So that's kind of represents us in a
Yep.
sweater. So
Yeah. So I mean, I don't think these are necessarily like ugly sweaters.
I don't
They're
think I don't think there's a how would I say this? I don't think ugly sweaters are actually like a thing. Like I think they made holiday sweaters and people thought they were ugly, so they did it as a gag thing, right? Like wear those ugly holiday
yeah,
sweaters,
yeah.
and then it became to where like they purposely manufactured sweaters to be ugly, and that's how they became ugly Christmas sweaters. But I think these are gonna be our yearly Christmas sweaters from now on, right?
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
represent. And that's the thing. Like you're right, because like companies make sweaters, and a lot of people find it hideous to begin with, and then it just caught on as a trend.
Yeah, like
So
that's crazy because that's how everything is nowadays. It's
yeah,
like based on a trend, like what's trendy, and it's so crazy how like nowadays you know certain things like if you go to a store, certain things are like out of stock because they're trending, so then it's like bought out, right?
yeah,
But I don't ever remember like back in the day that being like a thing. Like you would just notice someone like, oh, I like what you're using. What are you using? They're like, oh yeah, this is what I use. Da, da, da. But never like, oh yeah, I found this on the Talk of Tick, and now I want to buy it. It's so weird
right,
to me like that
right.
concept. But I mean, I partake in that too. So there's something really I can say about that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of trends now do start on like social media, TikTok and what's that, Facebook? Well, maybe not Facebook anymore, but Instagram, and maybe
That's
not.
crazy. What happened to Facebook?
It died out like MySpace did, because it's
Actually, I like MySpace way more than I like Facebook.
I mean,
MySpace, let me tell you guys, MySpace created what we call now our future, how not future, I'm sorry. Um, they created our now like computer engineers slash coders because I remember back in the day, my sister and I, you would go on
oh,
MySpace
I get what you
and
mean.
and you would have to go to like these crazy websites, right? And like they would have like tens and hundreds of
Yeah.
thousands of themes, right?
Mhm.
So then you would download the theme and like you would have to like it would come in like a certain color. So you would go into like I forgot where you would go into it, but you would go into it and you would code it like even like the text, right? Like the text on your page, I would like it to be like pink and green and black. So I would switch the coding in the MySpace
Right.
to say pink, and it will show
So
up pink.
it allows you to be much more
Creative
creative
and
and customizable too. And I think what you're referring to is the HTML code.
the HTML
So
code.
so you
And
can
it's so
customize your
simple.
page.
It's
Yeah.
literally so simple.
Yeah.
But like the fact like that you would really and let me tell you, I would spend hours on that
Getting the
computer.
perfect font, the
Oh
perfect
yeah, and then I was
background,
hiding. Yeah, and
and
then
the
I would.
background music.
So what's crazy is like so when I had my MySpace, I so this was like the years where it was starting to transition more into music. Before they used to not have music, maybe you could have like a player on your page, so when you would go on it, it would start playing like a song that reflected you for that month, right? So like if
Yes.
somebody fucked you over, right, and
Yeah.
you were friends with your ex-boyfriend or something, you would put like some like freaking heartbreak song on there or whatever, or like fuck you, whatever.
Yeah.
But then it became to a point where
So it's
like
like a subtle hint
it was like a subtle hit,
to
yeah. And then it got to the
it's
point,
where passive aggression gets started.
and then it got to a point where it was more about music based, and then you started uh being, sorry, you started being able to put like a whole player on there, and it would just keep playing and
Yeah,
repeating.
yeah. I think they caught on too, because like before, having background music was not a part of MySpace, but then they gave you that option like towards its later days, where you can put on a playlist. But I think then they started having like some copyright issues where they let you do songs, whatever. But yeah, no, that was the nice feature of MySpace that I liked. But also, what was controversial at the time too, that now you brought up, was your top 8, your top 4, top 16, or whatever, and that caused so many fractures between friends and family. Like, hey, I'm supposed to be your number one, So I was like, I had so many arguments about that because friends and family wanted to be like, on my top whatever, and if they're not, it's like, oh great, now I started some
Or
drama
like
inadvertently.
no, or it would be like pettiness, right? Like if you were in a fight or an argument with your friend,
Yeah,
oh like
yeah.
oh you were on top 1 too. Well, guess what? I'm gonna take you off my top 5. I always kept
Again, it's that pettiness.
yeah, and the thing is though, I thought like because you could have like up to like top 10 or top 15 or something.
You can do up to like top 32 at one point, I think.
Yeah, and then but I only like getting to top 5 because what's the point of having top 32? Then obviously you like what?
It's like your whole
You like
friends
everybody
list.
or something?
Yeah,
Like,
I only knew 32 people, so they're all on top of my friends list.
so yeah, but yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I definitely like MySpace better than Facebook. Facebook, I think Facebook stopped becoming, how would I say this, more favorable when during the elections.
Oh, so they were.
It was I
Yeah.
think at that time like. And it's not even the propaganda, whatever, that they were blaming Mark Zuckerberg for, right? Is that what they were doing? What were they blaming him for? They were blaming him
They were
for
blaming him for not verifying enough
allegedly.
accounts.
Allegedly, they
Not
were
verifying
blaming.
enough accounts, and then
Yes.
they were trying to overturn our election by just putting false news out there,
Yeah.
misinformation, and there's not enough verification or background checks going on. So, but yeah, I mean that's it's that was the controversial thing back in the day, but now you're looking at Twitter is going through the same thing with Elon Musk and how he wants to do the freedom of speech, but yet it's freedom of speech for some, not for all.
Why do you say some and not for all?
Because Elon was getting rid of some of the
Damn, you guys are on a first name basis,
yeah.
Mr. Elon.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a
You know
couple
him?
of billion of monopoly money in the bank, so I think we're neck to neck, neck to neck,
Okay, okay.
so. But yeah, he banned a couple of reporters for not reporting favorable things for him, and also doing this thing called doxing, which is essentially tracking a person in real time. And that one guy was tracking his jet, using public information, of course, but he just didn't like that, so he banned that account. But but all of this, well, the controversial thing is that people are saying unfavorable things about him and doing these things, but yet he is doing the same thing with other folks. So he's trying to bring back Trump and all the other political figures that was banned for spreading misinformation, but yet he's banning other people for saying unfavorable things. So that's why I say
Why can't we just
freedom
let
of
Twitter
speech.
be like what it was?
Well, I
Like
mean,
why
once
do we have to mess things up? That's
once you're
the
rich,
thing.
that's the thing. Like, I think I read this in a comic once, or in a movie, where like no, I think it was in a movie, the Batman one, where the bank wouldn't give Superman's mom the a loan, so Bruce Wayne bought out the bank and gave him the loan to buy the house, anyways. So it's kind of like that, where on the I guess the alternate universe, where Elon Musk, he's super rich and he doesn't like what Twitter's doing, so he bought it out. You know, granted being overpriced, he bought it out, and now he's changing the culture behind it. So that's the controversial part about that.
But like he's gonna lose his business. He bought it under the
He already has
he bought it under the pretense that he was gonna flip it and make
more money
more
off of
money
it.
off of it, right?
Right.
But then you go and shake something up that
Hmm.
doesn't need to be shaken up. You just have to let things
Yeah.
be.
And another flaw thing is that you used to have that blue check mark verifying that you're a
Okay,
celebrity
so
or.
so what are your takes on this? Because I think this is what's making celebrities mad, right?
Hmm.
Because they're like, look, like I work so hard, and we're talking about artists, music artists, celebrities,
Yeah.
comedians, that work really hard, work from the ground up, years. Like all these people that you're seeing now on TV, they were on TV the first 2 years that they were acting. This is things that they took, like they were 15, 16 acting, and now they're like 22, 20, well, not 22, like 30s, and now they're like in big movies. So it's like, I understand where they're coming from. They're like, look, like I earned my check mark,
The little
like
check mark
like
being verified, yeah.
like I earned it, and like it's true, because let's say I have the money, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna buy the check mark. Well, how did I contribute to society? What did
Well,
I do? Like, that's so weird to me. I don't know.
That was a part of the controversy because for $8 a month you can buy that blue check mark, so now you're verifiable. And there was a guy, I think he faked fake being in the police department. Granted, he put out all these hilarious tweets, but people actually thought it was the official police department that's putting out these tweets.
Oh.
And then people got, they started getting freaked out. So, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, when you get money involved into things that, that shouldn't be monetized, you start to get these, like, corruption, and you start to get these just parody accounts. Or, as was that, Antonio Brown would say, parody.
Is that what he says? Parody?
He says parody.
Is he the same one that made that song with the navel?
Yeah.
The navel song? Okay, you guys... I don't even want to... No, I don't want to get sued, so don't even bring it up. I just call it the navel song.
Hey, you know what? It's freedom of speech.
Yeah.
We can say whatever we want, as long as it's in a joking manner. It's okay to be said.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
but
crazy.
yeah. So tell me, like, what's a couple of things that we are in Christmas right now. And like I've asked my other friends, like, what's your favorite thing and what's your most disliked thing about Christmas?
Like, in general?
Just in general.
So my favorite thing is just like the decorating, like it actually being Christmas, like the Christmas tree, the fake snowman's outside, decorating your house, the candles, like the whole just like to me, Christmas means like comfort and family.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you get to, decorate your house and how to like create some sort of comfort in your home.
Yeah.
And even if it's just for that holiday, at least a whole month, I feel like I'm happy. I have Christmas decorations everywhere, and I'm comfortable, and I'm wearing my fuzzy socks. You know what I mean? Like, it's like just a feeling of like, it's just such a lovable holiday,
Yeah.
And
well, so much love that Hallmark runs Christmas movies even in July, because this is
okay,
the famous freaking season.
Okay, that's crazy, because a lot of my patients, when I go into rooms, it's like May, and it's like Hallmark, and it says like Christmas in December or something.
It's like
and it's literally they play Christmas movies, and they're
Yeah.
the cheesy Christmas movies, and I'm like, what are you watching Christmas movies in May? Like,
see, and that's the thing. Like I'm like there's a couple of things that I don't like about Christmas, but one of the things I don't like about Christmas is that people just put up decorations way too soon.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, because you did it this year, and I told you not to do it this year, and we got made fun of by one of our neighbors.
It was the day after Thanksgiving when we put
That's too soon. We still had our pumpkins outside.
It was the day after Thanksgiving. So I think
Thanksgiving is what day?
the
Sixth.
Thursday, the last Thursday of the month of November.
Which is what day? Like,
I forgot what day it was this
like,
year.
it was literally like 2 weeks before December 1st. Like,
Yeah.
that's way too freaking soon.
But the thing
My
is, though,
thing is, like, I want to decorate.
she makes me put up a ridiculous amount of Christmas decoration, and I just want to get a head start on it, so therefore I can get it done in time. And that's the thing.
It's not like you're doing it on your own, though. I help you do it.
But I'm the
only
one
thing
on the roof. I'm the one getting on the roof. So I just want to maximize my.
You can put the ones on the roof, but when you start decorating the whole freaking house with Christmas lights, and it's literally November 21st, that's an issue.
So tell us what you think in the comment box below. Like, when is an appropriate time to put up Christmas decoration?
Okay.
And the second thing is I was still getting to before I was rudely interrupted by her is that in stores like Costco and Macy's and everything, they've already putting up Christmas decoration in September.
October.
And it's like, it's late September. I've seen them already putting stuff up for Christmas. And it's like, it's super crazy. I think that's super early. But I think the day after Thanksgiving, is okay. And also people who put it up when Thanksgiving is still going on, like during October, putting up Christmas decoration, that's not okay. So that's what annoys me about
We still
Christmas.
had our freaking pumpkins outside. That was way
But
too
it's a
damn
day
early.
after. It's the day after Thanksgiving,
Okay.
so it's not. I think it's appropriate the day after Thanksgiving. But if you
Okay.
do it on November 1st, then it's not appropriate. So
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just, I think that's what I dislike about Christmas so much, that it's just so materialistic. Like, I am not a materialistic person. Like, I like giving gifts versus receiving
yeah,
gifts. Like, even if it's like the best gift in the world, like I love it, but it's not like it makes me happy, but it's like it's not like, oh my god, now I have everything for the rest of my, it's not like I said, I like giving gifts. I like seeing the people that I give gifts happy, because it's that emotion that I
it
want to look
is.
in, like I want to look in for.
Yeah,
I don't like the fact like people always have to outdo each other. I don't like that. Or I don't know, like I think we know a lot of people who are like that like want to like, well, I'm getting this and this and this and A through Z, and it's just like, for what?
hmm
Because I'm the type of person where, like, if I really wanted it, then I can go get it myself. I already get, and not saying that I get what I want when I want it, but like, if I really want something and it's gonna be a little bit pricey, I'll work for it and I'll get it for myself. Why do I need somebody else to get it for me?
hmm
Like, it's like the small things that I enjoy during Christmas. Like, I'm like, oh, I didn't, I wouldn't have bought myself like a 6 pack of fuzzy socks, but thank you so much for thinking of me
hmm
and getting me these fuzzy socks, and I love them so much.
yeah. So I think
Little things like
I
that.
think you mean by having meaningful gifts
Meaningful
is better than like
gifts.
extravagant gifts that
Yeah.
just to show off that you have the capability to do so.
And the thing
And
is, like, you gotta think about, like, not everybody is like well off like that. Like, imagine, and this is me being like the sensitive person that I am. Imagine all those people, all those families that can't afford a lot of things for
mm,
Christmas. That makes me really sad.
hmm
Like, you're going to the store and there's like all these gifts, and then like, imagine being a parent and just not
yeah,
financially being
that
able to do that. And like, that's hurtful. Like, you want to give your kids everything, but sometimes things happen and you just don't have that money. And I think about it like that. Like, it doesn't have to be all about that. Like, companies are coming up with all these new gifts and all these
yeah
new electronics, and like, I
yeah.
understand it. It's a business, but it's like, I think about, like, damn, what about the people that can't
So
afford
I
it?
mean
And
that's the thing too. And going back to social media, that's why I think it's so detrimental towards society in general. Is that you're putting up a facade for people who are they can't afford or live that lifestyle, and so they see those things and they get depressed internally, and it's like, why can't I be on that vacation, or why can't I have that jet, or why can't I have that car, or even like the smaller things like an Xbox or a PS5, like my friend have them and they post it on social media all the time. So yeah, so like when they see posts about like the PS5s and then the other stuff on there, it's like it's human nature, right, to like want and desire things.
mm-hmm.
And when you see these things and you can't obtain, not only for it's detrimental for let's say for example the kid who is seeing these things on social media, but it's also detrimental towards the parents who are working their ass off and can't afford those items for their kids. So now both parties are sad because the kid can't get the PS5 because the parents can't afford it, and the parents are sad because they can't afford it for their kids. So it's like a whole chain of whole domino effect of issues, and I think that's why partly Christmas there's a lot of social anxiety and a lot of depression too on one spectrum of society where they can't achieve these things, and that's because of social media.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that's yeah I just that's yeah I do find that
Like,
just
it's just like
saddening.
sad to me. And then, like, I think about it because, like, growing up, we weren't well off at all.
hmm
And then, like, I remember, like, as a kid, like, oh my god, like, they have this game set, Nintendo DS, all this stuff,
Yeah,
on TV. And I remember
yeah,
asking my parents for it and, like, almost crying because I knew I wasn't going to get it. And then, Christmas came, Santa came, and,
Yeah.
and then, I got a gift or whatever, but it wasn't really what I wanted. And looking back, like, I want to say sorry to my parents
Yeah.
for being that way,
Right.
for not understanding the things that they were going through, because I didn't know that
Yep.
my mom was going to school and all our money was going towards her school to pay for her
Yeah.
books and
And
her
you were a kid,
classes.
you know?
And I
Yeah.
was a kid. Like, how am I
Yeah.
going to know that? Or the fact, like, the reason why we couldn't, go to vacations or go
Mhm.
this is because they were really, like, I mean, they were broke. I mean,
Yeah.
what else can I say? And then,
Yeah.
like, and now
Yeah.
I think back at it, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, Mom, I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry that I was like this.
Right.
And that's what I'm telling you. And this kind of brings us to the topic of, like, so we bought my mother, my in-laws, a really nice knife set, right? It was like a $200 knife set, whatever. And we bought my parents one too, because something about, like, what is it, like, with parents? Like, they don't really, at least, like, the older generation, they don't really care about, like, nice, like, kitchen stuff. Like, they're kind of like, whatever's
Everything is
functional.
mismatched.
Yeah, like, everything's
They
mismatched
don't.
and
Yeah.
everything's like, it's just the functionality, right? But the thing is, the last time that we were at my parents' house, they were using the same purple knife that I was using when I was living with them, like, 10 years ago.
Yeah. And
Barely
it
even
was
having a
really
little,
dull too.
like, it's very dull. So it's like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't mind buying our parents really nice gifts, because I feel like it's my way of giving back to them. It's kind of like,
Mhm.
look, now I make my own money, and I want to
Yeah.
give you something nice, because I know that you tried when I was younger, and that's why
Yeah.
I think we should still give your parents that gift set, because they've really helped you a lot. You know, throughout your years, and they've helped
They
us,
they
here and
do,
there.
but
So,
but I think though, like, to our original point though, is that like kids nowadays, like, or just people in general, like, they're very influenced by what is on social media, and I guess that's why they call them influencers. Is that they're trying to get people to sell a certain product, but doing so, it's like I think it's hurting society.
unrealistic,
I think it's hurting
unrealistic.
society. So.
I wouldn't want to have a kid and, like, because, like, imagine if imagine if we were struggling and
Mhm.
we had a kid, and we couldn't buy, as much as we could, and my kid is telling me, Mom, I want this game, I want this game, and we're
Mhm.
looking at our bills, and we're like, well, we just really can't get it. Like,
Yeah.
imagine how upset my child would be, because I
Mhm.
just can't give them what they want.
And on the flip side of things too is that when we do eventually have kids, like
Which seems like it's
I
gonna be never, because it's like, dang, like, do I really want to, like, have a kid in this society with?
well, the thing is though, we want to be financially stable
Yeah.
first before we bring a child into this world. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because like it would really literally kill me if like my son or daughter go up to me and say, "Hey, Dad, like these other kids are having other things. Like, why can't I have things like them?"
And it's
Because
so sad.
it kind of makes me feel like I'm a failure in
Oh
a
yeah.
sense, because I can't provide for my
And kids
kids
are
what.
mean.
Oh.
Kids are mean. I remember junior
Yeah.
high school, and let me tell you, this is exactly why, because you're still friends with some of
Yeah.
the people that you went to junior high school and elementary school, right?
True.
I'm not, because the people that were in my elementary school or junior high or even high school were fucking bullies, and were
Hmm.
so mean to me, because I would wear the same fucking sweater and the same pants. And
But yeah, I mean, I don't know if we can really blame the kids though. You know what I'm saying? But I think they're learning, but they truly can be pretty brutal and mean.
and then I look back, and I'm like, and I go on my Instagram or whatever,
Hmm.
and I see, like, the same people that were making fun of me
Hmm.
are fucking. I mean, they're going through it. And I'm just like, look, that's what, like, that's, and I'm the biggest believer in karma, and I'm like, whatever you did to me, with all those names that you call me, all those times that, like, it was bad. Let me tell
Yeah.
you, it was bad, and all these things that happened to me, and I didn't do anything, and I didn't react, like, it's coming back around, and I'm getting the good karma, and all these people are getting the bad karma, and I 100% believe in that,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you get what you give.
Hmm. That's true.
So,
That's true. Karma is a bitch. So it
mhm.
will come back to
Actually,
bite you.
no, karma is not a bitch.
How's karma not a bitch?
Because you're saying that karma, like in a negative context.
It is.
Karma's not in a negative context.
Usually people use karma in a negative connotation, right? Because I mean, like, rarely have you say, okay, good karma's gonna come to that guy.
But okay, but like,
Yeah.
okay, but every time something good happens to us, we say, "Oh, it's karma." So I think we think it as a positive, like we did something good. So
But that's not something most people use right off the bat,
no.
though. Most of the time, the word karma is used in a negative
I don't
way.
know why. I think.
All right, because like it's like, yeah, you know.
What's the definition of karma? Let me see. Let me look this up because I don't. I don't know. Let's see. The sum of a person's actions in this and previous states of existence, viewed as deciding their fate in the future existences. A Buddha is believed to have completely purified his karma. It's like destiny or fate.
Yeah, but I think most people
Following as effect from cause and effect.
right. But the thing is, though, most people use the term karma in the context of cause and effect in a negative connotation. Because if you're angry, like, you know what, this guy cut me off. I hope he, like, something bad happens to him.
That's you.
Or
that's you, and I keep telling you.
I do get a little bit of road rage, so. But also,
people are crazy. Like that one time, what did I tell you that my dad told me?
Oh, somebody pulled a gun on him?
So, yeah, you guys, this is crazy. So, mind you, this is like in the Bay Area, Hayward, San Mateo, that area.
Yeah,
that area.
The slums of California.
Don't say that. Yeah, so he told me that this was like 5 a.m. in the morning, and he was, driving to work, and some guy was like racing behind him, and he ended up like stopping, right? Like, I think he was being an asshole. I think my dad was being an asshole and wanted to brake check him, so he put the brakes so fast, and he told me that this guy got out of his car, went to the right side of his window, pulled out a gun and pointed it to his face, and my dad was just like, and he said is like, look, I'm sorry. Like, imagine if that guy didn't have an inch of remorse and shot my dad.
Yeah.
Like, thinking about that, that's so scary to me. Like, I'm like, Dad, like, I could have lost you. I could have lost you that day just because you were being an asshole on the road. And that's why I keep telling you, you don't know people. You really can't. You don't know people. People are crazy, and you just gotta be nice and hope that, like, someone's nice to you back and doesn't pull a gun on your face.
That's true. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, because you're right. You never know what the other person is going through or what they may have, and that you might get into some deep shit. But yeah, no. But going back to what karma is, though, it's always used in a bad way.
Not for me.
So. All right, I'm gonna hold you to that. Next time you use the word karma, I want to see if it's bad or good. So. All right, so just to switch gears a little bit, is that for one of the ongoing things for the podcast that Stephanie and I will be doing, we're going to just try out random products that we find on Rayleigh's One or Nugget.
Yeah, just like any grocery store. I mean,
that has a unique, that sells unique products though.
Because we went to, they just opened up a Rayleigh's One. And we thought, it's just like Rayleigh's, but I guess it's more like, not organic. It's not all organic. It's just like locally farmed things. So they have like a big old wall full of like just weird drinks.
They still got Rayleigh's branded stuff and regular things in there, but
and Rayleigh's more, price, like it's not that.
Yeah, so it's more incorporated with like the organics and also the local market.
Local market, yeah.
Like within like a couple, like maybe I don't know what the radius is, but it's fairly local. So one of the first product that we want to try is I really don't like kombucha.
You like a kombucha.
Okay, so let me explain. So kombucha to me has like that really foul odor, and it's like really sour to drink. and that's why I don't like it to begin with. But ever since I met her, she's been exposing me,
Slowly, sip by sip,
working me into
Yeah.
kombucha, and I was like, okay, and I've tried that generic brand, Kavita. Is it Kavita?
Generic or not, I still like that brand.
And it's the mojito mint flavor, which is pretty tolerable. It's not very strong and overpowering and sour as most kombucha.
Yeah.
But the heck of it, to kick it off with this first episode together, we're gonna do. We
A
found
little
this.
taste test, so
Yeah,
yeah.
this company's called Better Booch.
And I've seen it in other stores. Like I've seen it at Target. I've seen it at where else?
So it's better. It's Booch. I mean, it's a wordplay on kombucha, so it's a Better Booch, and I got the golden pear flavor.
So I got the cherry retreat. This one has cherry, vanilla, and bergamot. You love bergamot.
I love bergamot. Maybe
So
that's.
you might
I
like
think that's the
that.
one that I like, and the golden pear is pear, tulsi, turmeric, and black pepper. So I mean, I'm not gonna badmouth it off the bat because I do like
But how does
chai
like pear?
latte, which has pepper in it.
No,
So
it has cardamom.
some
I
of them has
think.
pepper in there, and
I don't know. I might
all
be
right.
wrong.
So the thing that says we believe when you have your health, you have freedom. Freedom to create, explore, set goals, and crush them. So we crafted Better
Bad.
Booch to keep you going strong. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of your journey. The best just got better. All right. I mean, I'm gonna try this, and we'll see how it tastes. So, you wanna switch flavors?
No, I don't. It says cans are better because a lot of kombuchas come in glass. They're saying cans are better because it keeps UV rays out, so the probiotics stay active.
Huh. Okay. Well,
I
let's crack this
guess
open, and oh my goodness, I
less than 0.5%. Oh yeah,
really hope it doesn't freaking stink.
I think
Cause
some kombucha because of the fermentation process becomes alcoholic. Remember that one time that I got a kombucha?
oh fuck.
Is it bad?
Oh. Unfortunately, this does have a very strong odor of kombucha.
So you're probably
Oh fuck. It smells like
well. You're not supposed to smell it.
so. If you go to the gym one day and you forget to wear deodorant, it smells like your fucking underarm and armpits,
So it smells
armpits
like
and
onion
feet.
because you smell like onion
Ar-
when you sweat. So
I wear deodorant, and I mean, granted, some days I do forget. So this is what it smells like, and with a hint of feet.
I don't smell it. Maybe I can't smell anything.
Let me see. Let me see if that smells
It's
the same.
probably that one.
It is this one. What the fuck, dude?
Don't taste my stuff.
Oh,
Is it still nasty?
it is fucking sour. It's like sour and sweet mixed together. I don't know how that fucking is possible, but oh.
So I can take sour though. I can eat a lot of sour stuff. So
So that smells better than this, but it tastes as sour.
actually,
And
no. Maybe it was just maybe it was like a layer of it. Now it smells nasty.
no. This is still smells better than this one.
My
Oh,
lips are watery now. Now that you're telling me it's sour and stuff, I don't even want to taste it anymore. Maybe we should stop doing this. Maybe we should get smaller bottles because this is a waste. Because if I don't like it, I'm not gonna finish it.
actually, this one tastes better than that one.
What?
But by better, I mean marginally better.
Okay, hold on. Ah.
Try it. Ah, this is a sour aftertaste. Ugh.
I'm scared now. Now that you're making all
just,
these faces.
just fucking do it. Just do it. Do it. Do it slowly.
I taste the bergamot.
I
This
don't
one's not that
smell the
bad.
bergamot. Mm. Oh god, I'm
This is
tearing
supposed
up.
to be better, Booch, but it
I'm
doesn't
tearing
taste
up.
better.
Ugh.
The
I was hoping that this would be one of those that like gets better with taste or time. It's still the same shit.
why we've had better kombucha. We really like my favorite one is the Synergy brand. The guava and the majestic mango are so good.
Oh, I don't think I want
You
to
know what? Sometimes
finish
more,
this.
actually, more expensive is not better. Let me tell you that, especially with kombucha. Every time that we buy the expensive kombucha, it
Yeah.
tastes disgusting. But every time we get like the kind of like the lower brand,
Oh,
like the 2 for $4 or the $2 for $5 kombucha, those taste better.
yeah. So I know that kombucha has a distinct flavor to it. Naturally, with the fermentation process, you're gonna get some of that sour taste as a part of it. But I mean, coming from a person that don't like kombucha to begin with, this is just pure shit. But
And you know what? We don't want to. Okay, so we don't want to badmouth Better Booch though. We don't want to.
no,
No, we
no,
don't
of
want
course
to.
not.
We don't want to badmouth that company. Everybody has different,
Right,
taste.
right.
Maybe this will be really good to
This may
you.
be the golden standard for kombuchas,
Maybe we just
but
suck. Maybe we're just not kombucha connoisseurs like we thought we were.
I am 100% not a connoisseur.
So I
So this
mean,
just tastes disgusting to me.
yeah,
But
no.
better Booch, you may have an audience out there that loves kombucha and that maybe loves this in particular. But if you're sensitive to sour taste and drinks that are just weird, um, I would steer clear from this. Uh, but I think that's something that we should do in the future too. Is just buy a whole bunch of weird ass drinks and try them out and see
Oh, sorry.
how they are. It's totally fine. It's the fermentation. So but on the flip side of things though, I do like fermented things, foods,
Okay,
beers.
and you know what
Uh,
though? This may be hella nasty to us, but the shit that you eat is probably hella nasty to them.
yep,
Like fermented tofu and
fermented tofu.
spicy.
I love that shit.
Fermented tofu in a spicy sauce.
Yeah, with the chili
Smells
sauce.
horrendous.
It can. Some of them can, but yeah. So like I said, this might be a cup of tea for
It is a cup of tea.
uh.
Fermented tea.
Haha.
It is a cup of tea.
But yes, it is a cup of tea for some. But yeah, I mean, yeah, this is something I wouldn't buy again though. So, but look at this though. Serving size is 1 per container, and only has 60
60
calories.
calories. Yeah, that's really good.
That's pretty damn good. 1%
Actually, it's
daily
not that
serving
bad.
sodium,
The more I drink it, it's not that bad.
and only 14 grams of carbohydrate. Okay. So if you're counting calories out there, I mean, 60 is a pretty good number for a drink, and I guess it would be good for the gut too with all the probiotics. So if you're taking,
I think that's why you started taking it, right? Because you were bloated a lot.
uh, I suppose, but yeah,
That's
also
crazy.
it's good for your digestive tract. So
I heard someone say like after they drink kombucha, they usually go to the bathroom. I don't. That doesn't happen to me.
yeah, I know. I don't
Do
know.
you go to the bathroom?
I hear the same about like certain oolong teas that does that too, or poop teas as they call them.
Well, you know why they call them poop teas, right?
'Cause
They're
you
like
poop.
diet teas. They call them like diet teas. Like you drink it. It's like basically like that like what people used to do or still do when they take a laxative after they eat so they can like not gain weight. Excuse me.
Oh, actually,
It gets better after you keep drinking it. Right?
it still hits the back of your tongue weird.
But it's still like it. Let me taste it.
But that last sip wasn't as bad as the first few that I've taken.
I like this one better.
Let me see that one. Let me try that one again.
Oh, it's that last note that kind of goes.
Yeah. So I do.
I like that it tastes better.
I vaguely smell the pear and the
I'm a big
the
pear,
turmeric
like,
and black pepper, but
that tastes something like that would like go into seafood.
I can't. And away it goes. Oh man.
Again, we're not bad mouthing this man. We're just, I guess we don't like kombucha as much as we thought we
Yeah,
did.
no.
So,
So yeah, in the next episode we're gonna have another stab at another random drink and
no more
see ya.
kombucha.
No more kombucha.
No more kombucha. No.
I would like to try another kombucha down the road. Maybe see
Oh, actually, if you
if I can
guys
find
have,
one that I like.
if anybody has any recommendations for kombucha that's good, we've tried the Kavita brand. There's certain Kavita flavors that
Ugh.
I like. Synergy, certain flavors that I like from them too. But if there's
I'm not a
another
fan of
brand,
Synergy.
if there's another brand that you guys recommend for us to try or want us to try, just let us know in the comments below. I mean, I would say we're like beginner kombucha.
Yeah, definitely.
Like
Amateurs.
we're amateurs, yeah. Like we're barely, like putting our toes in the water. So
Yeah.
maybe in the next few months, the more that we drink kombucha, maybe this will taste good to us in the future.
Probably. Yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah.
man.
What I really want to try, what was I gonna say? Different alcoholic beverages.
Yeah, we can try
That'd
those.
be cool.
Yeah, yeah. Because like I said, I'm a big beer and hard alcohol guy. So
Well,
like
then you're an alcoholic if you're.
I am not an alcoholic,
If you're a
but
big beer and alcohol.
I'm a big fan of trying them out and drinking them on occasion. So I'm not an alcoholic. Not like my buddy Ernest. Yeah, if you're watching this.
Yeah, go watch the last podcast where
Yeah.
him and his boys just talk about sports. Let me tell you guys. Guys can talk about sports all day, the same thing over and over and over again. I'm like, dang, like
That's what we do though. I mean, sports is what is fun to us, or a certain few, out there we like sports, but
you guys talk about it like all day and like what I'm thinking is like how the hell do you guys remember every single player in every single team? That is like you guys. Okay, so you guys can't multitask. You guys forget how to do chores. You guys don't know how to do anything when it comes to doing anything. But the one thing that you guys know how to do is remembering everybody's players on everybody's team. Their last wins, their last losses.
well, because that's what we like.
That's just crazy to me. Like,
what do you
to
like?
Me,
to
me, that's like.
What do
studying.
women talk about? I bet you can name like every dude that you watch in a show.
No.
No.
I don't think I don't think.
Like name me five, or not even five. Name me a few actors or celebrities that you like.
I'm bad with names. Remember, I don't remember the names.
All right, what shows or are they in, or were they in?
I don't know.
No, yeah, you don't know. Now you're all bashful and can't name any names.
I don't know. We don't talk about that. Like we like What do we talk about?
Yeah, we have to get real.
I mean, it just depends, because there's always like a certain there's always like, in my opinion, there's always like different people that you talk to about different things.
Okay.
Like I have my friends from work where like all we do is talk about like the petty work drama and all the gossip from work and that's what we do.
Yeah.
But we don't really talk about like our personal lives as much as we do with work. But then I have my friends, like that we hang out with. That when we hang out, we talk about each other's husband and what they're doing and things that they've done, and because we're all like friend groups, right? So that's what we do.
I guess it depends on like the comfort level and how
Yeah.
much you know them. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because I mean it's weird because like if you watch my previous
Prod.
podcast with my other friends, like the other group, we just talk about just gaming and just Warzone and stuff like that, and my
Mhm.
other group, we just talk about sports. So like you're right, different people have different
Do you have like
areas of.
do you have like certain friends that you talk about, like, because I know like guys don't have feelings or whatever, but
What are those?
do you have like someone, like either a person or a group of friends where you talk about like relationships and how you're like struggles and what you're doing, like
I
what's
think
going.
the only person that I would open up with a lot, I would say, is like my best friend, Eric. That would be the only guy that I really talk to about like deep relational or emotional shit. You know, um, I mean, I talk to others too, but maybe on a higher level. Like I don't get into deep or explain my feelings to them as much because I feel like if you were to know somebody like
Mhm.
well and you talk to them on a consistent basis, like you're more prone to open up to them.
Mhm.
And if you guys have been through like similar situations, like you can discuss more, and you have a sense of security that they feel the same way.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's how I feel with like just like the because he's like everything like my brother, a brother to me. Since I can go to him for like essentially with anything.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, there are different groups of friends that I discuss different things with.
Mhm.
Like political stuff. Like I would tend to talk to a different group of friends, and then if I want to talk about gaming, I tend to talk to a different group of friends. If I want to
Mhm.
talk about just just hanging out, whatever, just shoot the shit, I can talk to anybody. So it's like, yeah. So I think there's a focus or even like a clique within my friends group that I talk to about certain things,
Mhm.
different things with. So yeah, that's But man, we don't have emotions. What the hell is that? It's only for
Okay.
weaklings.
Okay.
I'm a man's man.
Okay.
I got no feelings.
Says the one wearing a microphone with the little fuzzy thing on top.
It looks like a toupee, like a troll, like those little dolls with the crazy ass hair.
The naked dolls?
Na- are they naked?
Yes!
Somebody verify that.
Yes!
The trolls
So
are naked.
the trolls are and they're trolls. They're not.
They've always been naked.
They've always been naked. And I don't know
I
when.
don't know what you do with your trolls, but I don't think my trolls ever been
And
naked.
it's weird because it's like one of those things where like I've never bought for myself or ever decided, oh, I want to go to the store to buy this. It was always something that was like at my grandma's house. Like somehow they were like, or like toys or like they were just random toys that
Huh.
somehow you acquired. And I remember always having like these little like and they're naked trolls, a little bit belly button and the hair sticking out, right?
Huh. Okay. I would like to explore more of like this origin of the trolls
I
and
forgot what their names are.
the trolls.
Yes, and they're naked. All of them are
Why
naked. As far
why
as
would
I know, they're all naked.
all right,
But
we
there's
we
no
we may have
body
to
parts. Like
verify that with the next episode.
there's like no
But
sex origin or anything like that. It's
yeah,
literally
yeah,
just
yeah.
a body and then like a whole bunch of hair.
Huh. All right. Sounds good. It's just one of those unisex toys. But yeah. All right. Well, we'll
Yeah.
have to take a look at that the next episode then. Um, but yeah. So before we wrap things up here, anything you wanna talk about? Anything you wanna wrap it up with?
Um, not really. I can't believe it's always gonna be 2023.
Yeah,
That
23 is
is
around the corner.
crazy.
Yeah, I think the
That is
years.
crazy. Like The more older I get, the more like the days go by. Like I felt like it was just like last month it was Thanksgiving and it's already freaking Christmas Eve, and then
Yeah.
next day it's gonna be New Year's and we're gonna be in 2023. I'm like, shit, like what did I do this year? That's another thing, like, and we'll talk about that in the next podcast, but like realistic goals and things like that,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Maybe we can talk about like the resolutions going forward next year in the next episode.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, which I do have a few.
Same here, same
Yeah,
here.
yeah. So we'll discuss
And
that.
I have to say, I feel like people, okay, so I feel like at least for us, like we have our own individual resolutions and then we have resolutions as a couple. Like we always say, like by next year I want us to be one. No.
I guess is couple resolution a thing?
Yeah,
I
like how we are like, oh, by next
I
year we want to travel. Like I think we do.
okay.
So okay,
Okay.
self-consciously, or no, is it unconsciously?
Huh? Subconsciously.
Okay, subconsciously I think we do that. Like I think we kind of set goals for each other,
Mm-hmm.
and we reach them, and we always like look,
Okay.
we sit down, we look back, and we're like, dang, okay, remember where we were
Yeah.
4 months ago, 5 months ago, when we're here. And I think a lot of people do that. I think they have what they call couple goals, right?
Yeah.
Resolutions that
Yeah.
you achieve together as a couple, and then there's individual resolutions.
All right. So before we leave off, though, what's the most embarrassing thing that you ever did?
Should I tell them my Vegas story?
You should. I mean, I told the audience in the past, in my previous podcast, that I sharded myself a couple of times. So now I just want to know
That
these
is
things now.
personal, and you don't even know these people like that.
You know, I really don't care.
Um, is it sad that I have a lot of embarrassing moments?
Actually, yes, it is. I'm
Um,
surprised you lasted this long.
Hold on. Some of my embarrassing moments are more like cringe moments, like things that I got in trouble with when I was younger.
Yeah, yeah. You know, sometimes I get flashbacks.
And then you
Like,
just cringe. You're like, oh
cringe,
my
yeah, especially
god.
Christmas, and it's always at night before you go to sleep for some
For
fucking reason.
you?
Like I would lay down, I'm like, oh, here I go, I'm about to go to sleep, and I would like just think about some cringy ass moment. I'm like, oh fuck, now I'm back up again. Yeah, it always at night for some reason. I don't know why, but does it happen to you? No.
No,
Oh,
but
well.
one of the most see, I'm the type of person where like I can't break the law or do anything against society
You can't be like a perfect kid as a kid.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying is like I'm the type of person where like I'll be in a group of friends where they've like done really bad shit and never got caught. But the one fucking time that I do the bad thing, I will get us caught or I will get caught.
Yeah. Okay. Example?
So one time when one of my old friends came over to for a sleepover right at my house.
Okay.
This was like when I was getting my driver's permit and I had it already. It was like 12 o'clock at midnight.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, oh, let's go get carne asada fries from this place at 12 o'clock midnight.
Nothing wrong with that. I'm a big fan of carne asada fries, especially at 2 in the morning.
And let's take my mom's car
Oh.
without a license.
Damn.
And we went to go get carne asada fries and everything. And we were like, oh, there's a park. Let's sit there at the park and eat it. That literally, like 30 seconds into it, the car wasn't even in park. It was still on drive.
Oh, shit.
The cops pulled up and were like, can I see your license and registration? I was like,
And you parked at a park, which is a public setting, and they do consistent patrols of parks too.
Like I've never wanted to like shit myself so bad.
Oh my god.
And like and then the officer was like, look, first of all, how old are you? And I'm like, oh, like 16. He's like, first of all, even if you have your driver's permit, you're not supposed to have a minor accompanied by you. You're supposed to be, there's like a curfew. You're not even supposed to be out at 12 o'clock at midnight. And then third of all, the car's not even parked. Technically, you're still driving. So I could impound your car right now. And
Sounded like he was being a dick.
and he's like, I could do that. He's like, I could do that for you guys. But what I'm gonna do, like, actually, he was really nice. He was really, really nice. He's like,
Yeah.
this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna put the car in park. We're gonna call your parents.
Yeah.
They're gonna come pick up your car, and that's it.
Wow.
And then my parents showed up, and then
And having Mexican parents, they probably whoop your ass.
I thought I was like, damn, they're gonna bring me home and they're gonna whoop me and my friend's ass for doing this shit. I was so scared. So we literally we literally, so on the way back home, like, they were like, why did you guys do that? I'm like, we just, and like, so, but the thing is, my parents were laughing about it. Like, they were laughing, like, oh my God, I can't believe she took the car out.
This is why I don't want kids.
But I think that, like, this is something, like, I think all parents, like, experience, like, whether they get caught by, like, either their children get caught by the police or, like, they their car is not in the right place where they left it. Like, but I'm telling you, I'm that one person, like, if I'm going to do something bad,
yeah,
I'm going to get caught. I'm going to get caught. And that is the most embarrassing thing, in my opinion, to me. I'm like...
All right, guys. So that's the episode. If you like what we're doing, or if have any suggestions of topics to talk about, or any suggestions on products to try out, because I definitely want to try out new unique things, and then I'll give you my honest opinion on it, and then yeah, we'll go from there.
Maybe we'll try dog shoes.
Dog shoes?
Yeah,
to eat?
Dog shoes to eat.
I'm talking about food, like...
No, because we talked about buying shoes for our dogs, because their paws will get scaly, so we can try...
Okay, so maybe not that weird shit where we eat random things, but I guess dog shoes.
No, like, trying on products. Like, I want to, like, buy little dog shoes and see how they work.
Okay, I guess we need to get more on the same page, but yeah.
Dog shoes.
Till next time, guys.
All right,
thanks for
bye,
watching.
guys.